is up. We are now going to take on the rest of this district so that we can go to Addermire. This next part is either going to be real or real fucking messy. Because that's how it is. Okay, so best way to deal if you don't come all the way up here.
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft the music boxes as each on here in the city.
At the edge of town.
Instead, they're made in a few locations.
Each day for a week, she crept back to that place, and there in the cellar,
Far worse
she
to have
found
the knowledge of construction
purple
materials
and
scattered
red,
across the aisles.
suspended from
The metals
walls,
used to
and
make the
a wretched
devices are
altar of
usually
candles
rare.
burned
The techniques, if applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers,
and a few
border on heresy.
left by
I
those
suppose you're
within the
correct.
outsiders'
It
wicked
grieves me to imagine what cultists might accomplish if they took the music boxes and perverted them to their own ends.
Exactly, brother. Much better to protect such a powerful tool.
Yes.
Assemble them in secret and dispatch them across the Empire where they're needed in the fight against the supernatural.
So they're using, they don't have cosmic or supernatural in the same way that,
for the safety of
they
all
do
those
for
who lived around her, all of you.
but
We harden ourselves to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic.
so they
And
don't
in doing
use
so,
music
we
boxes in this
save
game.
countless others from the horrible discord that awaits them beyond death.
Death of the Outsider,
Blasphemous wanderer.
but not in the
There
way
is
that
a
you
tale,
think.
a decade and a half old. A tale most often shared from overseer to overseer, apart from the flocks entrusted to
Wait,
our
we
care,
can do this nice.
apart from those we give our lives to both chastise and protect. Sometimes this tale is told within our mightiest enclaves, and sometimes it is told around campfires during our most remote pilgrimage.
I like the little death sparkle. Okay, so there's one other dude on this floor who will deal with. Actually, you know what? I'll deal with him first. I don't like leaving this to chance.
His name
We're gonna work
may
our
not
way
be
down.
spoken, and all written record of his existence has been
That
erased.
later. This guy is inept. There's usually a pretty good push to just get him. I guess I was in the right spot. I've had to like jump on the back of his chair before. Okay, so that was the head of this area, who's not the High Overseer. That's the High Overseer. We'll deal with him later. That's our last painting, by the way. This is an unsent letter. This is the High Overseer. I think this is one of his offices, but he is not here right now. He is currently very busy. So there's a couple things in here that are useful. High Overseer Kulan is currently the High Overseer of Crystal and in Dunwall. And he basically brought the Abbey together after the two High Overseers of the Interregnum, first Campbell, who Corvo deals with, and then Teague Martin, who is High Overseer for a very short time before Havelock poisons him canonically. And Kulan ends up sort of getting stuff back together in a better way. And Byrne is reaching out to him because of political turmoil in Karnaca. The Duke, basically his negligence, Paolo's gang, which you find out later that Byrne is concerned that they deal with the occult, which, spoiler, they do. And then something funky's going on with the Oracular Sisters, which is the other half of the Abbey Order, which is very briefly explored in this game, but much, much more explored in Death of the Outsider, which I was very happy about. But they're saying strange things, and that's what's important. And these are some reports from the Oracle. Okay, and she's seeing Servants of the Void, Worshippers of the Outsider in the Dust District. Okay, so that's Paolo's gang. And then I'm moving on now, still wrapped in dust, nearly blinded. I sense something. Other blasphemies hide nearby, a strange taste in my mouth. What is this? Something happens in the Dust District. There's something else that's not Paolo's gang. We will go there too. And then she waits, and she answers, I have a message for the Vice Overseer. Tell Byrne to end this needless meddling into the conservatory, and now Sister Anne will be needing some rest. So that's clearly not Sister Anne. Somebody is sending messages to the overseers through the oracle, the oracular order. Oh yeah, we can't pick that up anymore because we got all of it. Okay, so our last painting by Overseer Byrne, who is a very interesting man.
Vice Overseer Liam Byrne.
He has a very bad job. I do not want his job, but I understand partially where he's coming from, but also he's a very good example, sort of like Paolo, of a morally dubious figure in that he seems to mean well, and what little interactions we have with him suggest he's not a terrible person, but his fault is that he enables his order to act in ways that are just it's a fault of his leadership. I'll say that much. And this is strictures to keep you safe. Remember the 7 strictures, especially wandering gaze, wanton flesh, and errant mind, which are in fact the 3 numbers that are code to that safe over there that we'll get to in a hot second. This is about the music, a 17-note scale. The Void as music is really interesting, particularly in light of Death of the Outsider, which has some really cool musical shit. Whale Song. I'll talk about that more then, but long story short, the music boxes are not being used, thank God. They would dampen your powers, and they would like give you a headache, and so your screen would be funky. So now we're about to get the first example in what is going to be an unfortunately decently long line of comments by our good old protagonist, Emily Caldwin, that are just very extra. So you can see some plaques. This is a shrine, sorry dude, with the 7 strictures.
Perhaps we need an 8th stricture. Defy your empress and be burned alive.
Extra. But yes, it's very nice decoration. Yeah, girl, you got chill. Girl has no chill. Okay, let's get our shit. And then, of course, this is a list of the, in case you did not, I think it's like 1-6 something, or 167. But yeah, we can just pull up our mission clues. 167, yep. Surprise, surprise. Whalebone, which is why we're here. We're gonna put, the earlier you put, runes into crafting, you can maximize the quantity of runes we get. I want Shadow Walk though. Oh, the things I do. This is nice. Yeah, we gotta take the lower chance of corruption. And we are going to deconstruct the one that we're not using at all. We get its traits. And I think we're gonna also get rid of. I don't think we're gonna choke enemies. Only person we're gonna get unconscious. So now we have extra.
From her home the next night,
So when we
locked
do
in a
get
cage of iron and toppled into the canal,
bunch
her corruption was eradicated. For the safety of all those who lived around her, all of you.
Whatever.
We harden ourselves to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic. And in doing so, we save countless others from the horrible discord that awaits them beyond death. Karnaca is in great peril, brothers and sisters. Now, this is not news to those of you living through these times of crisis, but the source of your suffering might not be plain to you. Karnaca has turned away from the Abbey of the Everyman. Those leading the city would gamble with all that we have built, with your very families. If the Abbey is pushed away, this isn't anarchy.
What's going
What's the
on?
matter? You saw something?
Yeah, I guess we'll use our loud objects. Fine.
I don't like that.
Have a look.
Better have a look.
Oh, what a gunshot!
Anyone!
Someone would die!
Come on!
Okay.
Have a fair.
We got some more bone charms. We got agile recovery. You recover from falls fast.
Fight!
Someone! That's not right.
Okay, let's deal with.
Help!
Oh, really? You're gonna
Someone protect me!
Did you hear that? Someone there.
doing great.
Someone's got it. What? Somebody's down!
There's the guard. Are you done? That's a big one. Okay, we dealt with enough of them. That
Hello?
I think we're okay.
Anybody? Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
Oh wait, that was just the first one. That's fine. We'll do the other. Okay, so we were here.
What? Somebody's not feeling well.
Somebody not feeling. Okay, so this is the overseer. Holy shit. This
Shit.
second floor has nobody. The first floor is a reception area, and we're gonna probably get aggroed real darn fast. There's usually someone behind the desk. I doubt they're still here because we did kill people. But yeah, so usually if you come in through the bottom, you have that issue. You got some strictures. This restroom here. We'll look at real quick. And then this is a map of the building. You got the lobby. You got the Vice Overseer level 4 is where we're up to next. That's where we're gonna get our good buddy, Mr. Dead. The bathroom is really useful to hide in here. If you're ghosting, I found it invaluable. Speed. Okay. So we're gonna go get a body, and we got like 3 dudes to be able to get there. That door just leads to where the safe is. Okay. So there's 2.
This heretic's body is important.
There's 1 in.
Even though I don't fully understand the situation, we'll wait for the vice.
So they don't understand the situation. They're gonna wait for the vice.
When should Byrne arrive?
He's engaged currently. He'll send someone else, maybe Overseer Kendana. Until then, we stay where we are.
Won't the heretic's corpse attract blood flow? Brother?
No, I've dusted it already. We should be fine here for now.
That's pretty much it. Okay. Okay.
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Okay, so here's Mindy's wanted poster. There is no listed price, so we can't see what the relative value of our lives are. Wanted by the Grand Guard for various crimes and game-related enterprises.
That's Mindy Blanchard.
Yeah, that's Mindy Blanchard. Good job. Okay, this is an excerpt of the interrogation report. He's an artist, and it's unclear as to he has some nice sass as to whether or not it was died or if they killed him. But judging from the looks of it, okay, so we're here, which is where the other guy went. So you can unlock it, you can sneak in through the back, you can break glass, there's a variety of options. The rats are in the you can Corvo your way through. And this is, yes. That's kind of funny, but also not funny. I don't think it's supposed to be. There's some pear soda. I don't understand if the pear soda has any sort of practical application besides a smash on this. There's like one thing. Oh, it's that. Okay. So. This is a arcane charm, which are great for us in high chaos. Well, so it's good if you're playing on higher difficulties and you want to take sort of a challenge, but also get a buff. we don't usually explode stuff. So this basically means more damage and explosion, but smaller radius. The good thing about corrupt bone charms is that they can be sacrificed for... You can't get the traits, but you get a lot more will. That's gonna generate a 15 influence, which is what we want. Secret date. Amadeo, meet me in our usual place tomorrow night. Be sure to bring the drawings we talked about. M. But yeah. So you can bust out through the windows here. That is one option. We, however, pretty sure you can't speak through that microphone, but I do want to check because yeah, you can. Okay. So I prefer to go up because there's a nice path. Still think that's what I do. This is the 5th floor with nothing is on. He's also dead, which is nice. So there's one guard there. Good, we didn't fall all the way down. There's one guard there. You can very helpfully. This is what I like to do. Always look up. So this is. There's nothing there. You got a guard here. You got a guard there. And sometimes they move around a bit. That's the blood fight mark. That's what we put. That's the wall. Over there is the that's different. That's not their house. Okay, so now we are in 3. So the thing about this mission that you should note is that you do go into a neutral area, which is nice. Guards, but carrying a body is that will mark you, so you will be alert unless you do it in a way that is very clearly and by that I mean you don't get seen. So we're gonna take a creepy dentist office. Oh, sorry, I always say dentist office. The dentist office is later. This is the head place. We got. Look at those mannequins. Like, that's what you build helmets on. That's put teeth. Why do you put teeth? See, those ones are good. Okay, so this is a. You can hear the buzzing. I know. Something like that. Brother. I know what you'll say, but I'm dead inside already, so I have to try. I sought out the old witch, and she said it wasn't too late to cheat death. I gave her all my coins for a spell to bring back my poor Elizabeth, who was happy as a gull 1 minute, the next dead and cold. So something happened to her, and then he tried to bring her back to life. I thought this was... At first game, there are a couple recipes in... I don't think they're in the main game. I know there's definitely ones in Dowd's DLC in both Knife of Dunwall and Bring More Witches, where if you do these things, then you actually get a rune. There is no rune for this confirmed in the count of total runes you get, so it's flavor. But it is nice flavor. Oh yeah, this guy, you can see the... I'm gonna zoom in, I'm really sorry. But they're nesting in his corpse. Gross, this whole apartment. Don't like it. I usually went for that when I first go through, but there are people here and they can see yeah, get the two things as fast as possible. You see this little chunky bit.
Come on. Hurry up. Hey, you got him. Put it down in the hole. Good job. Take this.
I won't ask you why you needed that. So how do I get to Addermire?
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Addermire.
Better than nothing. Thanks for your help.
Okay, so Mindy's unlocks a nice little shortcut, which is particularly great if you're playing against Ghost. You can see there's also potentially other bodies stored here, but she's most likely very... Oh, that's nice for us as well. So this area is... The next chunk is... And we get the first transition. We just ate the whole special fruit delivery for the Grand Duke's palace.
Duke from the south, a fire witch's brew. What is it to you?
Okay, so the cue, here's the lyrics to it. This is about Emily becoming regent, and then the second cue. This is the first and second cue. This is written in celebration by the end, you'll see. But yes. But all her life some wanted her dead. She ascended too soon, or that's what they said, and before long the streets would run red. Which seems very high chaos. But yes. And we've got Notes of the Witches, and yes. And sort of some of the naivety. We got Delilah. Did she do it for love or do it for hate? No, I mean, not for the Duke, that's for sure. For Jessamine, possibly. And herself. And her father. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. But yes, if I sing it wrongly, I'm dead as a whale is also really nice in the same line of the Victor's history from the beginning. And of course the Duke rules us now, and we know him we do, so let's raise a glass to our Duke and the Duke, because we have to. This is a different song that we'll hear later, called Watery Grave, about sailors dying, while I think whaling.
Interest you in a game of cards later?
That sounds lovely.
Waste someone else's time.
So they don't really do it on pickpocket, but this one
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Wanna buy one?
How many lives to balance against my mother's? 100? 1,000?
Did they help her at all? For I wanna leave. You've got the mind to organize.
She reads to the girl. Adventures at sea, a prince under a spell, or sometimes the strictures. Last time? No.
where she yells at the fish statue. Okay, so we've got one more room to get in. It's right here. It's a very OG area. And we'll head into the second area. It's Addermire. This area is a hostel. Also dangerous because there's people who usually patrol here.
We're playing dice
point in where you're walking from your advantage. These are shot by the ball.
If that was lunch, then I'm a filthy blood fly. And that's all I'm gonna say about it.
There's one balcony there. Okay, so moving further in, just
Not this time.
so you can walk all the roads up.
What is it to you? So fan and nail screw. Duke from the south of vile witches. Should we take our guests out from mushroom gathering?
So there's the station. You can just walk on the rail into the station. Makes your life easier. Or
Hey, who are you? Stop! You're so dead. This won't take long.
okay, yeah. Oh, you don't have helmet.
Protect your captain, damn it!
Okay, well that went great. Sorry, I forgot about this fucking area, which is the other side of the shiny balcony. Alright, Duke, Abel, Essential, and Dunwall coup. And of course, we are now unpopular. Delilah is welcome. And we are blamed for assassinating our critics. Dear Robinson, etc. Okay, sorry. I wasn't. Okay, so lead guard. She didn't have a helmet on. I think that got her the souvenir. We're gonna. There's a couple others. Definitely. Let's just have a guard. Okay, what I was gonna do was go down here. Just for the going back to the sun. This level does not have something the other ones do, which is there's usually like a figure who's begging, and if you give them a coin, they will assist you.
Addermire Station. This should take me out to the Institute.
Okay.
That's not
Okay,
what I'm
so
saying.
that's where we're going.
Why do we even need Grand Guard personnel here?
We gotta be careful here because they have height on us too. That guard will fuck us. Good shit. Okay, so this is we're gonna break in to get here. Can we go this way through? Up and in. Actually, we might as well. You can get into the but this is the way that I feel like the next person is. Because we get the note before we break into the apartment. But as you can see, this is Hypatian Cabinet. Dear Alexandria, I've tried to take care of your plants the best I could. I worry, though, I haven't heard from you in a long time. Are you alright? I'm still holding on to your key. Let me know when you'll need it back. Yours, Cyril. Okay, so the key is downstairs. We have to go there in a safe company, which is where she lives above, in the till. There's just, we can go over there. It's a sink. It's a nice sink, but just a sink. It's called a sink. Nice sink. And that leads to the outside world. But this, and I believe there's definitely a dude. I can't remember if there's a guard too. But just back here for Nice Ghost is the key, and of course, dear Cyril, I'm working so late these days I might as well sleep at Addermire. I know it's not good for my health, and a doctor should know better, and you're totally right, but I have the feeling I'm about to discover something important, something that will improve my Addermire solution. Would you be so kind as to water my plants for a few days? You'll do a better job than me anyway. I always forget them. Help yourself to an elixir in my reserve if you like. I hope Caroline gets better soon. Your neighbor, Alexandria. Nice girl. Okay. So the combination is in the same.
Once they say something's in there, then I just can't get comfortable.
You don't want him to hit glass. It's glass.
Blood or coin. Everyone is going to pay me their due.
Oh yeah, thank you. Nice. He'll aggro if you open the cash register. So here's the combination. It's up to 1. Notice all these glass rectangles. What's planted? We have ground glider, which I think does something about our slide. Yeah, our slide's it's not super useful, but we'll have it for now. And then later we'll deal. So you can break into Hypatia's apartment. I highly recommend you do it, even if you're going pretty, even if you're ghosting, you really don't want to risk a lot of stuff. It's useful because you get some details and you get a better vantage point.
This must be the alchemist's apartment. Alexandria Hypatia.
This is a fourth of 4 paintings in this section. You get a better entrance into the carriage district, the carriage station in the district from here. So you can see she has a lot of plants for someone who's not good at them. This is in Sokolov's style, which indicates that they are familiar co-workers. They're both natural plants. She has bath salts, which are no longer. There's also a rat tunnel you can use to get in here, which I'll bother. She works at the Addermire Institute of Infectious Disease, and this is its inauguration.
What's going on at Addermire? What's the Duke's interest, and how is it connected to Delilah?
Yeah, we're gonna find out. There's a cactus, crocodile. Be careful going out there because sometimes the guard will be able to see you. That's weird. And here's the same news article we had. I'm gonna play this.
If I could, I'd nest blood flies in the hearts of everyone who opposes me.
Calm down. We get the key again.
I spend less and less time here at my apartment, but my work at Addermire demands it. After the horrible failures of my first serum, I'm more determined than ever to help the miners. It's not my say how hard the Duke and his cronies drive the workers, but until he sees reason, I'll do what I can to make their lives better and to provide comfort to their families. It's my obsession, this work, and the impact it will have on the least privileged people in Karnaca. Studying the original plague elixirs, I'm close to something.
When I find Hypatia, I'll see what she knows about the Crown Killer.
So she's breakthrough, which the Duke may want. First serum gone awry, a desire to prove herself at the cost of everything. Which is really sad. this is a nest keeper. Which she studies bloodflies, so we're gonna get some good bloodfly lore. This is in case you had no idea what was going on with that dude. The final stage of bloodfly fever results in a fixation and protection, sort of a symbiosis. Shit. God, she stabbed some. She's got like a sad little bed, which is like big science. Okay, so now we got all of the bone shards, all of the rooms in this lab. We're now going to go kill that guy.
What was that? Come out wherever you are.
Yeah, careful with her sleep darting her at this height because.
Huh? You can't stay hidden forever. Holy shit! They must be hiding close! Coward!
If you sleep dart her and she falls to her death, she dead. And so this back area is the best way to go if you don't plan on going into the station at all, which is a valid strategy.
Hello? Anybody? Don't make me search the whole... I don't have time for that.
Okay, playing cards. Okay, he's got a helmet. I don't know if we have to carry it. Definitely have that helmet on the card because we're still here. We've killed him. So there's two ways you can do this. You can just bypass this wall of light and everything. Oh, that's the wall of light, sorry, to get to the station. What's the wall of light to the station itself? Oh wait, what am I? Hang on a second. I'm thinking of the station in the next one. This is the station. You don't even have to deal with the...
I'll be damned!
But... for fun. Not fun, but...
Huh?
One of us is down! So, let's see. The whole
Blood all around.
Oh no!
Who's there? Oh, oh, that's hot!
Oh dear, this is gonna get messy real quick. Craft engine plate. Yeah, something's been going on with this. Something happened to the train thing? The train thing that the carriage.
How can anyone do such a thing?
Really good with words today. Carriage is oh, yeah, they're aggravating because they found corpses. Okay.
I'll find you. I swear.
Don't break the wall of light.
I wonder who that was.
I'll...
This is like a little sitting room.
I'll kill you for this!
Nothing here? Let's have a look around.
There are a few people I'd like to push into this.
Nobody there.
Then he just moved through. But you can see this area now. Alas, it's pretty gnarly. Get everyone wanna have to deal with people. Silver spike. The silver spike we get a little bit more of later, but it is a minor Union-esque type publication. Which says Hypatia's a prisoner and the Duke is basically quarantining her there so that nobody can access her cure. And it's only accessible to them so they can kill off the poor, which is not unreasonable given the first game revolved around somebody else attempting to kill off the poor. That was the rat plague. Oh yeah, so this is where you can rewire, which we don't have one yet. I don't think you can. And that's how you turn it off. Rewire means it attacks enemies instead of you. We are fan of excessive violence. Yeah, so you can see it's off now. It won't zap us when we go through, which is really nice. And there's a couple more guards out here if I didn't remember. Whatever. Okay, so we're gonna go to Addermire. On this video. Yeah, I think okay. We'll take the ride to Addermire. And then we'll stop. But we are now officially from mission 2 into mission 3. Literally listed as 7 missions. It's quite nice. We're bloody, we're high chaos, and so we got all the bone charm shrines, painting, blueprints, etc. Most of the coins, but not all. Okay, so here are our special actions. We did the black market heist, we got Mindy her body, we went to Hypatia's apartment, we won the safe shop contest, and we put down the nest keeper. And that was mission 2. So we are now going to do a 3-part mission. 1 part being locate Sokolov, 2 part being deal with the crown killer who we know has come here, and 3 figure out what the fuck is happening to Hypatia the alchemist. So an interesting thing that I will note before we go into the thing and then move on is the souvenir for this level requires you to implement the non-lethal ending. So we will be implementing the non-lethal. We won't get the unique. Well, you know what? No, I'm gonna. I don't know if we're gonna implement the non-lethal one. We'll definitely get to that point. Oh, we'll implement it. No, because I should show you. But then we won't get the unique sword animation for killing the crown killer while they're aggravated. So it will probably be worse. Which, ow. Okay, we're gonna watch this, and then we're gonna.
The Addermire Institute of Infectious Disease. Alexandria Hypatia, chief alchemist. Once it was a solarium for pampered aristocrats recuperating from their imagined ills. Now it's a place of alchemical study. The Crown Killer's taking lives in my name, which is about to end. They say Dr. Hypatia's brilliant, but if she's involved with the murders, she's going to pay.
Alright, so there's a couple things about them that are interesting. One is that Hypatia is much less trusting of Hypatia, which makes a lot of sense. Definitely worked. It starts off storming by the time we get there. Also, this mission in general, before I start playing, the writing leaves something to be desired. Crown Killer shtick is a bit... Well, okay, so like, it's sort of akin to...
Grand Guard personnel. Ship change is at midnight. Miss the boat.
The place
Get another ship. Without pay.
Which in one sense, it is. There's definitely a class element here. And I'm from the lore we get of the place. It's not entirely like a hospital. It's sort of a leisurely like vacation, like a kind of like a mental health vacation, but it's not akin to what we would consider like a recovery center today. But there are also people who are being treated here for illnesses. Like, yes, it's not the greatest. You'll understand. Also, I want to point out, and I will warn people before we get there, that the Crown Killer confrontation is very gory. There's a lot happening. There's got some cannibalism, got some corpse fucking. I'm not joking. Well, she doesn't actually fuck a corpse, but there's mention of corpse fucking. There's crimes, powers, and the first mention is the protection of and it's on this little boat. We now have aquatic nature. And aquatic nature lets us go faster. So it's like, yeah, but it's easy. Okay, we have 3, which is okay, so we're good at crafting bone charms, so we'll get there. We need 3 more runes and then we can basically earn all of those and more back. And I personally believe it's worth doing this. If you want to maximize the variability of your toolkit, I think it's really useful to do, and it's useful to do earlier on because then you can generate runes at a greater rate throughout the game. But yes, so I will see you all later.